Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about a children's trading card game. Tomorrow is the release of set 3. As you can imagine, I'm incredibly gassed. I have been excited for this for months. We have now been waiting for set 3 for about 6 months in Japan, and obviously here in English it's only been 3, but it's been 6. So it feels good to finally get the set. And I'm really excited, so I hope you're ready for a shit ton of content coming up about this set. I'm sorry if I seem a little off. I am sick, which is obviously fantastic. The first time I managed to get... It's not COVID, thankfully, but the first time I managed to get ill, this entire pandemic, and it's like the day before the set releases. Isn't that wonderful? Thank you, Sundal, my Sim level supporter. If you want to pick up set 3 product, my sponsor, Triple Sleeve TCG, still has product. Use my affiliate link to pick it up from them. They do great prices. It is selling out really quickly from what I'm seeing. Like, it's, I think, now entirely gone on a distributor level everywhere, basically. So, yeah, maybe get your stuff sooner rather than later. Let's get into this video. I'm going to be going over the cards I think are going to be the most important for you to grab for each faction. Now, this is basically like a generic sort of list, so this isn't necessarily going to be like in the meta or whatever, but this is just cards that I'm picking out that I just think are really good, and I would be shocked if they didn't see some play. Of course, all speculation, who knows, but I'm reasonably confident that at least most of these are going to see a good amount of play at the start anyway. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'm having to use the Japanese website here because the English does not have the English cards yet, so I really do apologise for not being able to give you the English versions, but rest assured you'll be able to find these pretty easily, with the exception of a couple of these Wonderverse ones. So this is called Cobra, and we're not actually getting this artwork where this, so this is Dash, what was it called? Dash Johnson or something, whatever it was. I talked about it in a previous video. This is like a collab in Japan with an old Shonen Jump property called Cobra. So this is, we're getting a different artwork, but you know, the level 2 4-star for Wonderverse with 332. It's this, right? What do I think this is going to be good? It has Guardian Summon, which immediately makes me go, that's pretty good. It's TD and OD, deals 3 damage or something, so it's like it has 6 attack, you can snipe stuff. And it has Giant Killing. I think it's just very versatile, usable with most rulers to like reasonably good effect. I think the Guardian Summoning is a phenomenally powerful keyword, and obviously Guardian Summoning for 1 if you're on low life. It seems like it's going to be a very nice fit into something like a Wizard or into something like Trickster. So yeah, I think this is a very solid card. Next, Space Captain Ed. Spoiler alert, there's going to be a lot of SRs on this list. I tried not to, I mean, realistically I could have made the whole list SRs, but I tried to tone it down. So, Space Captain Ed, what does this card do? This card is ridiculous. It, it deals 5 damage to something if you counter check it. And you can play for DR3 just a Wonderverse event without playing the cost. So you can play a Schrodinger's Cat for free, you can play a Zap 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 for free, for example. Yeah, this card is nuts. It's also a Futureman, which means you can put a futuristic 4 on top of it. Yeah, this card is incredibly strong. Of course, it does get countered by one of the cards that we're expecting to see pretty prevalent in the meta, which I'll discuss when we get to Volnar. But just because it's countered, I don't think means people aren't going to play it, because like that card, you're gonna have to be. I think you probably have to be reasonably careful what you use it for, and you're not going to be able to stop everything. So I still think this is going to have fantastic utility. Yeah, absolutely strong card for sure. Next, another Cobra card. This one's the Legend. So this is Da Galactic Samurai in English. This is the Legend, and this is just the strictly better Captain OMG. Doesn't take up a counter slot. Level less, and you can also just randomly steal it, like cheese out and win. Yeah, this is this is pretty good. Yeah, I think it's just 553 of very strong stats. You can just slam it down for 2, and it's going to be scary. Hold it in your hand if you think you're going to lose, and your opponent might just randomly lose if they don't hit a counter. I think this is very, very good. That is my opinion. Yeah, super good Legend. Wonderverse probably does have the best Legends in the game by a considerable margin. I have no idea what legends I'm going to play in any deck, to be honest. I have no idea. There's so many good ones now. But yeah, super strong card. So that comes to the end of the Wonderverse picks. You'll notice they're all high rarity. That isn't always going to be the case across this list. As we'll see right now, Yomaj in front, there's quite a few here. So the first one here is Spider Thread. So this will, at counter speed, rest anything. At counter time, rest anything. And then at if you play it from the field, it'll rest enemy unit of level 2 or lower. So the on-board ability isn't super good, and realistically, you're only going to want to use it in Wizard. Like, only Wizard's really going to have that energy. I don't know if you'd really even want to use it there. But the counter is crazy strong. Like, resting anything is very nice. So I can see this being really good in Trickster. But even if it isn't, like, you know, resting a unit, it's not bad. I wish it could rest anything, but that probably would be way too good. Or, you know, I don't know, maybe I wish the effects were reversed, perhaps. But yeah, I still think this is very solid. I would be shocked if this didn't see any play at all. I think this is really nice. Yeah, just being able to rest rulers, especially with things like Dreadnought running around, is going to be very powerful indeed. Toro Nagashi, Lantern Festival, whatever it's called. This is a card that instantly, bam, into the meta the moment they dropped it as a promo. I have no idea how well it will stay in the meta, but I need to mention it because it hard counters things like Schrodinger's Cat, any damage moving around. And it also lets you just revive level 0s with a special summon. So it's just a very generically good card, kind of useful in most decks. And you know, any deck that was already playing red is just going to be laughing. Yeah, I think this is just very solid. Now, again, it revives things from graveyard, so it is possible for it to be countered. But you know, still, it's even if it, again, they're not going to be able to counter everything, and just being able to suddenly, like so many times you'll be playing that game and you'll be this close to actually closing out the game. You need 1 more damage, you need 2 more damage, and you're out of resources. This is the thing that can just swing that game. It'll just get you that last unit you need to even just do a damage push, Genesis summon, whatever it may be. Yeah, super nice. Next, Independent Patrol Tenchi Bluestorm. I can't remember. We have the English for this, but yeah. This card is insane for this reason. There we go. When this is an attack zone, combat damage to you is 0. That's pretty nuts. A level 2 5/5/2, so great stats, and it just reduces combat damage to 0. This immediately makes it a mega target. If you can emergency recombination to this or something, like when your opponent attacks center, they're gonna just be very annoyed. This is very solid. I think this is very solid. It'll be. I'm looking forward to us getting a way to maybe summon from drop or summon from hand on top of something else. That would make this card even better, so I think there is some strong future potential with this card as well. But yeah, I just think this is a very strong ability, and putting it on an affordable body makes it very nice. And also, I do think the whole military strategy is going to be a lot stronger. Military robotic strategy is going to be a lot stronger in this set anyway, so I think this is a very nice addition to that. Very quickly, look at the top 4 cards. Add 1 to hand that's non-legendary, which we now realise doesn't fucking matter because some of the best cards in the game are aggressively not legendary. Yeah, and it's level 1. I think, as a surprise to no one, this is one of the best cards in the set. If you can play red, yeah. Then I'll put Rikari on here. This is because for 2 reasons. 1, it's removal. And like even outside of the supernatural combo, and 2, this can Genesis into any level. It's not restricted, so you can make a level 4 with like a 2 and a 0 with this. And I think that alone makes it worth considering, just as like a splash option to maybe go into something else. It's like a small package. You know, as long, now granted, it does have to be red or yellow what you go into, but there are some pretty strong options in Volnar and Yomajin, so yeah, hardly a significant restriction. I think this is a very solid card indeed. I'm a big fan. Finally, for your margin front is the first SR we got shown, Konohana Sakuyahime. This is insane. It says draw 2. It says draw 2. I think that's all we need. We need to know. You play it for 2, and it says draw 2. pretty simple, highly synergistic with things like Genesis Summon, where you want to put your targets back. It's a wash in terms of card advantage. It was a +1 rather in terms of card advantage, because you get a 5/5/2 for 2, and yeah, you get to draw 2. You get to draw 2. You get to draw 2. That's all that matters. Card is great. Swinging into Atlas, where we're going to have more obscene heavy hitters. Cheshire Cat. If you spent $150 on an uber rare Alice Wonderland Avenger from set 1, that's it. Here's your L, sir. Take it. Take your L. I'm handing it to you right now. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, outside of an Alice deck, there is no reason to play set 1 Alice anymore. Like, it's literally a dead card outside of, because this is the same thing, but it doesn't take up your counter space. And I don't care about Alice's stats. It ain't worth it. This is, you know, better in every way for what that card intends to do. In an Alice deck, it might be worth still playing set 1 Alice. That remains to be seen. But yeah, this is a generic, just summon to center defensive tool. Summons from hand. Yeah, the only way they will ever power creep this is if they either like make it a level 0 version, or just print another one that just does, like, you know, it says draw 1 or something, and you'll be like, okay, fine. This card is very, very good. Pick up 4 copies. Next, God's Invisible Hand. Now, firstly, I have to say, I love the name, like Invisible Hand of the Market sort of thing. Very thematic, I like it. And it says untap 2. Now, it's a once per turn, but it says untap 2, so, you know, that's pretty good. This is the sort of extension that Atlas is really going to enjoy. You know, now this is going to be in the forefront of your mind, like, ooh, I can play an untap 2. So yeah, very, very solid card. You know, you compare this to the Legend, and the only difference is this doesn't say draw 1. But the Legend is also, in this meta, definitely going to be worse, because it's going to be hand rulers everywhere. So yeah, I think this is very, very solid. It's probably one of the most generically useful cards in the set. Like, it's just untapping 2. Like, you can save that for a combo and really pop off in a turn with that. Next, we've got Aeon's Embrace. Do I really need to explain this one? Okay, right, let's just play. Okay, Aeon's Embrace, Lucifer the Lightbringer. I'm not going to explain those two, because I don't need to explain those two. You know exactly how ridiculous those cards are, so I'm not going to explain them. We're not going to do this. Yes, okay, there we go. They're there. Next, we move into Volnar, and again, I don't know if I really need to explain this one. Now, it's worth saying there has been a ruling clarification. You do not. So when you activate like effects that would target something that drops, and you don't actually choose them at time of activation most of the time. We'll get this in English probably next week. But essentially, you can't, like, your opponent can't, like, so your opponent can't go declare Abyss Summon, target Rex, and you just go, all right, banish Rex. You can't do that. But they can go declare Abyss Summon, and you go, okay, banish both your good targets, or banish the thing that lets you summon them. Right, for example, like banish double Docklefar, which would mean they wouldn't be able to summon anything, for example, in that particular circumstance. So that's just worth keeping in mind. But, you know, this card is, you know, it says draw 1. It says draw 1, and I think that's all we really need to know. It says draw 1. There we go. That's why this card is on here. Next, Verbelsion. DR3, pop anything. Yeah, just Guardian Summon. You know, what more do 7 attack. You know, what more do I need to say? Card's fucking good. Yeah, card is very, very good. Finally, Aras. I think this is another insane card, mainly because of this. Your units do not take effect damage. Why does that matter? Because of this guy. Because Lucifer's damage cannot be reduced, but Aras says your units do not take damage. So this is a counter to Lucifer. And a counter to Lucifer is crazy big in this format. Like, I'm telling you right now, Lucifer is going to be the new, like, big boogeyman for this format, okay? Like, we're all laughing now. We're all like, yeah, yeah, fuck red pink, yeah. That's us right now. When give it 2 weeks, we'll be like, fuck blue, yellow. But yeah, that's it. That's my list. So that's those are the cards that I think are going to be extremely meta impactful, and I highly recommend you pick up your play sets early, because, you know, I don't know how big this print run is. I have no clue. So hopefully you all managed to get everything you need. Are you excited for this set release? Let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel for upcoming Game Ruler content. So much set 3 stuff. I'm so gassed. Deck profiles, fucking analysis, gameplay, question mark, maybe, if I can record some. I think it'll be some fun times coming up. So yeah, like the video and join my Discord server, linked in the description. Support me, affiliate link, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.